while this chair looks pretty good, you know, it looks relatively strong, the joints are relatively strong, it's still not. You can see there's a slight wiggle in here, and if you look at the joint in here, so you can see the joints moving. So it's actually not jointed in here, and the only thing holding this back leg together is this cross brace. So what that means is, to really truly fix these chairs, it's got to be pulled apart. The dowel joint has to be pulled apart so we can clean it up, re-glue it and re-clamp it. That's why we're doing that on each chair. Bingo. One side off. Bingo. Right, now we're getting somewhere. So there's pretty much no glue on this whole joint apart from in the dowels, and even those are very little. So there's no glue in here. So of course over time, with the stress and the flexing, the dowels give way and the whole chair loosens up. It's just, you know, they were obviously, glue was horrendously expensive and they couldn't waste it. So we pulled the chairs apart, and I can see where some of the failure of the chair is. You see how they've run the dowels through the back support here, glued the back together, then drilled the dowels for the front, and then glued the front onto the back. Now what's happened, of course, is it's chewed all the wood away. The dowels are extra long and they're actually crossing over each other, so when the glue and brittles and loses its strength, that whole joint fails, and you can see it's all starting to break up and smash. Well, I can't really glue it back together like that. So how I'm fixing that is, this is the other one here. You can see I've cut a 45 into the piece, taken out all the broken and fractured wood. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp and glue this piece into here, like that. I'm going to clamp and glue that into there, and then re-drill the holes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten the dowels up. Dowels ain't going to be as long. Clamp that in, re-drill the holes, re-clamp the chair together, and then when I'm going to put big braces into the back around the seat area to give it more support as well. So that's how I'm going to fix that problem. So when that's clamped in, I can smooth it off to the rest of the chair. You can see, you know, the fractures and the breaks that have happened. There's one there. See the crack through here where I've re-glued it together. That's all because that joint's failed, because it was all weakened with the dowels that was put into it. So we'll clamp that back together, clamp that on, and start reassembling the chair. Nice and strong. Now we can put the dowels in. Cool.
Which people at home and milk carpet.
Card scrapers. Best thing for removing crap and old varnish off surfaces. As well, I'm taking the dings out with the card scraper. See the little dings in that are in the chair? So I'm going to use the card scraper just to take a little bit of wood off and take the dings out. And it brings it up like brand new. The only problem is, it's a long, laborious process. Every surface area has to be scratched, has to be cleaned, like that.
I actually like him as DZ, and so I think he's just offloader and he can as long as either stay with Rick with us or not, it's hard to get out of it.
Your news and views on the go with News Talk Sydney's podcasts on iHeartRadio. This is News Talk Sydney News.
Good morning, it's 9 o'clock. I'm Donna Marie Lever. Maritime investigators from around the South Island have been...
Cool. Alright, that's two clamped up.
All this, but again, we want to be assured of the competency of the person and get someone who is we're at 80, 10, 80.
Three down. Three to go.
Well, having had a day or so to
Sweet.
process it all from Thursday night, how do you
Glued
feel
up.
about the way
That's
that
the fourth
game
chair.
turned out,
Two to go.
especially?
Cool. Good. Yes. Look at that.
Has been caught on the fourth day of a manhunt. His brother Damien was found dead earlier this week. The victims' names and ages have been released. 6 have...
when they have no real competition.
Scrapping the traffic light system altogether. That's because Parliament is due to vote on the epidemic preparedness notice. Now that is basically a bit of legislation that gives effects to the COVID rules.
A 3-year-old man is due back in court today on other drug and search charges. Police are again at a Taranaki protest on State Highway 3 at Mount Messenger, with locals unhappy. A new bypass will destroy 32 hectares of forest and seriously injuring 2. Christchurch Council has now fixed an internet vulnerability.
First coat on. Looks pretty good. All right, done. So that's the 6 chairs restored. Look pretty good. A couple of coats of Danish oil on them. I might put a coat of wax on them too, just to finish them up before putting the seats on them. But that's the next stage. That's the next project, is to do the upholstery on the seats. But that'll be in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, remember to subscribe. Cheers.